In the heart of the Halberd Woods, where even the wind dared not whisper, silence reigned like an old curse. Locals called it the Forest of the Hollow Deer, though few spoke the name aloud anymore. Sophie hadn't meant to wander so far. She was only visiting the old cabin her grandfather left behind, a relic of simpler times, tucked at the forest's edge. When the fog rolled in that afternoon, she hadn't panicked. Not at first. She knew the forest line, knew the scent of pine and wet moss. But when dusk fell unnaturally fast, when the path behind her disappeared in the gray mist, something else began to settle in her bones. A hum, not from any bird or beast, not the growl of foxes or hoot of owls. It was almost human. Sophie, her name, but not her voice. Sophie froze, her boots crunching leaves that somehow echoed too loudly. She turned around, hoping to see another hiker, but the trees stared back in silence. Then she saw it. Standing between two narrow birch trunks was a creature shaped like a deer butt, wrong in every way. Its limbs were too long, stretched like wet branches. Its fur was a thin, mottled coat of gray, and it stood upright on two legs like a man trying to remember how to walk. The antlers branched high and wide, adorned with shreds of cloth and what looked like hair. But its head was empty. Where the face should be, there was nothing but smooth, pale skin. No eyes, no nose, no mouth. Yet the voice came again. This time, it sounded like her mother. "Come home, Sophie. Dinner's ready." Her legs refused to move. Her breath fogged the air, as if the forest had turned to ice. The creature's head tilted, as if smelling her with invisible senses. Then more movement. To her left, another one emerged, its antlers tangled with string and teeth. Then a third, a fourth, each one shaped like a deer, each walking upright, eerily silent, faceless, yet mimicking voices from her past. "Where are you, sweetie?" "Found you. Don't cry." They came slowly, not rushing, just drifting closer, like they had all the time in the world. Sophie stumbled backward, breaking into a desperate run. Trees blurred past her, the fog swallowing everything behind, but she could still hear them. Their limbs cracking against bark, their hooves. They had hooves stamping gently, mockingly, against the forest floor. Her foot caught a root. She fell hard, gasping, hands scraped and bleeding. That's when she heard her own voice. "Moom," it sobbed from the trees. "Please help me. I'm scared." It was her, but not her. The tone, the inflection, a recording of pain, replayed by something that had never known it. She clutched her ears. "Shut up! Shut up!" A pair of antlers appeared above her. She scrambled back, heart slamming against her ribs. It loomed closer, faceless head twitching side to side, as if analyzing her terror. And then it spoke in her grandfather's voice. "Why'd you come back here, girl? This place ain't for people no more." Her vision blurred. "What are you?" The hollow deer didn't answer. Instead, it opened its arms, not to embrace her, but to show her. From the inside of its chest, a ribcage split open like a jaw, revealing not blood, but mirrors, fragments, reflections of faces, some distorted, some sobbing, some screaming. 100 mouths in a silent choir. Sophie saw herself there, crying, trapped. She screamed and fled again, but the forest had changed. There were no familiar trees now, no path, only fog and whispers. So many voices, all wearing her memories like costumes. The hollow deer did not chase. They waited, They always waited. When rangers found the cabin weeks later, Sophie's phone was sitting on the porch, still recording. A 28-hour audio file. The first hour was silence. Then her voice, trembling. Then others. A woman's scream. A child's laugh. A man's whisper. By the 12th hour, the voices overlapped, echoing in wrong ways. Wrong tones. Speaking names that were never spoken before. None of them matched Sophie's vocal print. To this day, hikers near Halberd Woods say they sometimes hear crying at twilight, or their own names called from deep within the trees. They say deer-shaped shadows walk between the trunks, not running, not hunting, just mimicking, waiting for someone to wander off the path so they can learn a new voice.